All right, guys, everyone wants compliments when they wear fragrances. It's not about the personal wearing experience. It's not about how it smells to you, but it's always about compliments, right? I am not a believer in that philosophy. Now, you should buy fragrances that you like for yourself. However, we're going to get into my most complimented fragrances of 2024. Stay tuned. Now, guys, this list is in no particular order. However, we're going to cover some of my most complimented fragrances past year, but I have a tally of some of my most complimented fragrances that I'm going to share to you guys today. And guys, let me preface, just because I get compliments with these fragrances does not guarantee compliments for you guys. And guys, if you're enjoying the content, drop a subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below your most complimented fragrances. I'm curious to know. But getting into the first one, it's gotta be Killian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. Yes, check out that dent. Killian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash is easily my most complimented summer fragrance this year. Now, with this fragrance, I go about 8 to 10 sprays, and I get good longevity with this one. Now, it's a lemon, vodka, and Broxen fragrance. Very zesty, citrusy off the top. Kind of smells like a niche Nautica Voyage, if you could believe that. Yes, a niche Nautica Voyage, but fantastic for the summer and the high heat. And again, that's Killian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. All right, and the second fragrance. Yes, also a summertime fragrance. Now, I believe this is probably discontinued at the filming of this video. However, it's one of my favorites from the line, and that fragrance is Prada L'Homme Eau. Yes, Prada L'Homme Eau, the fresher take on the original Prada L'Homme DNA. Now you're gonna pick up that iris, but it's a touch cleaner. They add a neroli note in here, and I go heavy on the sprays on this one too. I do about 8 to 10 in the high heat. I wear this during the winter, fall, spring, summer, anytime. And every time I wear this fragrance, somebody comes up to me and asks me, "What are you wearing, Rocco?" And it's iris. I truly enjoy the note of iris. You guys know that if you've been following the channel for a long time. It's a fantastic wearing experience. Now, I get about 8 hours longevity with this fragrance when I overspray. Sillage is moderate. Scent trails moderate for the first hour, hour and a half. But like I said, 7 to 8 hours, great, great, great longevity for a freshie. And again, that's Prada L'Homme Eau. Now, compliment-wise, this blows all of them out of the water. Now, I had to keep a tally because I went into work, I do a sales job, and 4 people right off the bat complimented me on this fragrance. It was the first day getting it, first wearing, and I'm like, it's only been 10 minutes. How many more compliments can I really get? But being around hundreds of people on a weekday is normal in that situation. But I did receive 22 compliments with this fragrance. Yes, 22 compliments in one day. And this is gonna surprise you, but it's a YSL Myself Eau de Parfum. Yes, the Eau de Parfum, basically a citrus, white floral, and Broxen bomb. Very mass appealing, got hated on when it was released. Now, I bought it right when it released. I thought it was a fantastic pickup. Kind of a dumb reach fragrance. If you don't know what to wear for the day, I would go with this one. And again, I get about 8 hours longevity with these freshies. With my skin, I have no idea. But again, 7 to 8 hours, solid longevity, good projection for the first hour. And again, that's YSL Myself, the fingerprint magnet Eau de Parfum. Now this next fragrance, one of the best from Parfums de Marly in my opinion. Fresh, classy, masculine, will remind you of a few other fragrances, and that fragrance is Parfums de Marly Percival. Yes, Percival, not Leighton, not Sedley, not Greenlee. This is my personal favorite Parfums de Marly, and it happens to be one of my most complimented. Now, this is kind of bring you back to that old Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce DNA, but with higher quality oils, and it just smells luxurious in the air. Again, it's another dumb reach, fairly mass appealing fragrance, one of the best of the line. And again, guys, get your nose on it if you can or sample. And that's Parfums de Marly Percival. Now, what's great about a lot of these fragrances, there's some of my personal favorite scent profiles in the collection. Maybe I just like mass appealing stuff, but this next one could be polarizing if you're not a fan of Iris. Now, Iris at first, I didn't care for it. It kind of smelled like a makeup bag or like lipstick, as some people say, but this fragrance really grew on me, and that's Valentino Uomo Intense. Yes, Valentino Uomo Intense, the darker bottle. Now you're gonna pick up a touch of leather, iris, some violet. It's just a clean, classy, masculine style fragrance. Now, I only get about 6 to 7 hours in longevity on this fragrance. Projection's moderate, sillage moderate for the first hour, hour and a half, but I've gotten called delicious with this fragrance. I've gotten called so many different things. Somebody once came up to me and said, hey, you smell like chocolate, which I don't know if there's chocolate in here. I don't think so, but nonetheless, great fragrance. Lacks the longevity some of you guys like, but nonetheless, one of my favorites and most complimented of 2024. And again, that's Valentino Uomo Intense. Now, this fragrance seems to make the list the last 3 or 4 years. And this fragrance is from the house of Montblanc. Now, projection isn't great, longevity isn't great, but it's a fantastic fragrance. Think of Aventus without the pineapple. And that fragrance is Montblanc Explorer. Yes, Montblanc Explorer, you're gonna get some clary sage, some pink pepper, some bergamot, some vetiver. There might be a touch of patchouli in here. Just smells absolutely fantastic. And for the price point you can find this one, usually for about $30 on most discounters. It's a must-have, must-own in anyone's collection, in my opinion. Now, you could go Club de Nuit Intense Man or any of the other Aventus alternatives, but best bang for your buck, I would go with this fragrance. And again, one of my most complimented fragrances of 2024, Montblanc Explorer. All right, and the next fragrance I don't have a full bottle of, but it doesn't matter. Eventually, I will have a full bottle of this fragrance. However, this is from a kind of an indie niche house that nobody talks about called Sphinx. Yes, Sphinx fragrance. And one of my most complimented fragrances last year was Sphinx Cairo Nights. Yes, Cairo Nights. See if we can get that to focus. Cairo Nights by Sphinx. All you need to know about this fragrance is it's like Le Male Parfum, but niche quality. Yes, Le Male Parfum, but niche quality. Fantastic stuff. I think I'm almost out of this decant, but it's so mesmerizing, alluring, sophisticated, attractive, creamy, powdery, a little touch of sweetness. It's a definite must-try, must-sample in my opinion. Now, I forget what I paid for this little sample, but their bottles retail anywhere from $150 to $200. It's a must-try fragrance house in my opinion. And again, that fragrance was Cairo Nights by Sphinx. All right, and the next fragrance is actually my scent of the day today. It's really cold here near Chicago. It's like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. But one of the fragrances that was most complimented in 2024 has to be Montale's Arabians Tonka. Yes, Arabians Tonka. Now you can find this on most discounters nowadays for about $100 a bottle for 100 ml. Very affordable niche fragrance house. They're related to Mancera. I believe it's a parent or sister company, but nonetheless, you're gonna get some rose, oud, a touch of vanilla. Very long lasting, like eternally beast mode long lasting, if that even makes sense. But I love this stuff. You're gonna get the rose, oud, the vanilla, and projection and sillage, fantastic for the first, 6, 7 hours. Longevity, I get 10 plus hours on skin, days on clothes. Totally worth a pickup, but you gotta like that rose oud combo. And again, a masterpiece from the house of Montale, and that's Montale's Arabians Tonka. All right, guys, and those were some of my most complimented fragrances in 2024. Let me know in the comments down below what your most complimented fragrances are. And remember, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And as always, stay clean, stay fresh, and remember, the world is yours. We'll talk soon.